Hi guys, welcome to Switzerland, one of the most beautiful countries in the world, filled with stunning views and nature. I'm going to give you a look at some of the hidden gems that you might not know about. Are you ready? The first place I'm going to show you is the Walensee, or Lake Walen in English. A gorgeous area only about 50 minutes from Zurich. And you'll soon be wondering why this wasn't on your radar before. If you want to drive here, it's quite an easy drive and not confusing. But the train connections are also great, so don't worry if you're carless. Once you arrive, you'll soon discover this place is so beautiful with a little bit of everything. It has waterfalls, boat rides, lovely walks, and even cute doggies. So be sure to give yourself a full day here. Our first activity is a boat ride. Just check the boat schedule and you can jump on from a bunch of different locations. Tickets are sold on the boat. The lake's amazingly blue, crystal clear water is due to its icy cold temperatures. This allows visibility down to even 24 meters below the surface. The boat makes stops at different towns along the lake. It's really fun and small, so you can enjoy the ride. This little one runs in summer only, but there's also a larger ferry that runs year-round, so even if you're here in winter, bundle up and hop on. Of course, we're going to actually get off the boat and explore a little bit. One of the popular places to get off is a tiny town called Quinten, and you're gonna love it. It's so cute, and it has a Mediterranean climate because it's protected from cold north winds. This means they grow their own grapes and make their own wine. Mostly Pinot Noir, and you can try it at the local stores. There's also a number of restaurants where you can relax and also try the local beer. A lot of locals come here on Sundays with the family, because it is, after all, a little piece of paradise, with fewer tourists than other regions. All right, it's time to catch the boat going back. Don't miss the last one though, because it's a 3-hour walk to the nearest town and there's no Uber. To enjoy the area a little more, take the boat to a little town called Unterterzen. This gives you a chance to take a really pretty little walk up to the town called Oberterzen. That's a lot of terzens, I know. But you don't want to miss out on this beautiful little walk that feels like a fairy tale. And there's a surprise at the end. On your journey upwards, you'll be treated to lovely views, and also maybe get a chance to say hi to some of the people that live here. Or at least say hi to their horse. We've now arrived at the small village of Oberterzen. Oberterzen is an altitude of 665 meters above sea level. And remember that surprise I was talking about? Well, there's a middle station that takes us up to a ski resort. That's right. I told you this place has everything. The ski resort at the top is called Flumserberg, and the ride up is breathtaking. Many locals have a season pass and come up to ski here or come up to hike in the summer. I myself actually took ski lessons here when I was first learning because it's a little bit less scary than the bigger mountains and also a bit more affordable. If you're here and there's snow in the mountain, you can rent skis up here and hit the slopes or even go sledding. So now you've gotten to see this beautiful hidden gem called the Walensee. But wait, I'm about to show you a few more. This scenic abbey, called Einsiedeln, is one of Europe's most important pilgrimage sites. It makes a great day trip from Zurich or Lucerne, and it's beautiful in all seasons. Again, it's easily reachable via public transportation, so you don't need a car. While it is one of the most important sites in Europe for pilgrimages, it's also just a beautiful place to explore, no matter what your faith is. The abbey is a masterpiece of Baroque architecture and has undergone many structural changes over the centuries. Let's take a walk on the pretty footpath above the abbey while I tell you a little bit more about the area. The site was first established as a hermitage in the 800s after a monk was said to have performed miracles here. There are still about 40 Benedictine monks that live on site. It's beautiful in winter for walking and also more sledding opportunities. Don't worry, he's fine. It's also perfect here in summer, and if you have a drone, this is a great place to use it. There are some areas without too many people around, so you can find views from above to commemorate your visit. You're also very close to the Sihlsee, which is a very attractive man-made lake nearby. And just a random fun fact, Paris Hilton actually used to live about 10 minutes from here. She was dating a Swiss guy. Things didn't work out though, and she moved on. We're moving on too, and this upcoming spot might be a little bit more well known. The Rhine Falls are the most powerful waterfall in Europe. And the nearby town of Schaffhausen is a gorgeous little gem. Again, only about an hour away from Zurich. The Rhine Falls are located in the northern part of Switzerland, right on the border with Germany. The falls were formed about 15,000 years ago by erosion-resistant rocks narrowing in the riverbed. The falls are about 150 meters wide, that's 490 feet, and about 23 meters, that's 70 feet high. In the summer, the average water flow is 600 cubic meters per second. That's 21,000 cubic feet per second. So that's a lot. And it's really loud too. This is how it sounds. Yikes, bring your earplugs. So nearby, there's a castle that was owned by the nobility over the years, and it's worth exploring. There are some pretty and informative displays that give you a sense of what life has been like since the building of the castle. And there's a portrait of a guy, and the eyes follow you no matter where you're standing, so that's pretty cool. When you're done seeing the Rhine Falls, pop over to the lovely town of Schaffhausen. Since it's right near the German border, the architecture feels a lot more German than other places in Switzerland. It's also home to the IWC Watch Company. The old town has many fine Renaissance-era buildings decorated with exterior frescoes, and there's not swarms of tourists, so you can enjoy it in peace. Another highlight in the town is its fortress, called the monastery. This 16th century fortress sits high on a hill and was originally intended to protect the town. The current complex was built in the 1500s. Today it's a tourist attraction, and you can go inside and walk around. And in the tower, there's still a watchman who rings the bell every evening at 9 p.m. Of course, there are even more beautiful vineyards nearby to explore. If you are visiting Schaffhausen and you're a fan of luxury watches, you can visit the IWC Museum. In German, that's pronounced IWC. You'll get to see some of their most iconic pieces on display and learn about how they're made. There's also a shop next door if you want to check out some of the latest styles or get yourself a gift. So this concludes our first look at some of the off-the-beaten-path places in Switzerland. But stay tuned, because this is just the beginning. There are so many more beautiful little gems that I'm looking forward to showing you.